That's one way up. Which is ironically funny for what I'm going to say in this video, man. So basically, there's a group of aliens who I believe to be just as evil as all the other aliens in my life. Yes, I was abducted by them, but also fostered by them at a young age, and also stalked by them from the 50s. Probably before then, I actually saw my own death certificate for my full name, including my middle name, Amy Elizabeth Stairs. That's my full name. I don't know whether I should say that on YouTube or not, but fuck it. I saw my death certificate online, and it said I died in 1948 actually. I can't remember the month, but I think it might have been July or December, either summer or winter. And that leads me on to say my perception of the psychology of the people who are appearing at the very most to be intervening in my life in a positive way amongst all this stuff, amongst all this shit, is is they are elated in an influential. No, they're not influential, that's my point. They are allegro, to be specific, steady pace. And they are, if I had to get into the heads, I would say they stop me from getting into the heads. Which, psychologically speaking, if they wanted to help me, they would allow me into their worlds completely and fully, because my diagnosis at least is schizophrenia. So schizophrenics need love, don't they? I mean, I'm not so schizophrenic. I'm not schizophrenic, I have multiple personality disorder, which means everything I do or say can be misconstrued as a gift. And that is how I would describe also, ironically actually, the dark eye psychology as being everything they do or say can be misconstrued as an act of authority or as an act of benevolence, some kind of underhanded benevolence. The psychology of the dark eye. The psychology of the dark eye is they are straight to the point and they are flimsy authoritarians, flimsy authorities, I mean. But if you probe too much into the reason why, you're going into sociology then, aren't you? Not psychology, not the reason how. That's the distinction I'd make. It's something as a difference between. That's a distinction I make between sociology and psychology. And that's another way in which I define the dark eye. Actually. So, the dark eye, psychologically speaking, I first read about them in a book called Ghost Wars, so I'm not even sure if they're real. And that about sums it up for my perception of the dark eye, or the darkie as I've called them, or niggers as I've called them, because I just have no respect for them because they're evil aliens and they're not there to help me. Amen, Lord.